The Digital Scene Show is sponsored by Light Panels, makers of the world-renowned Emmy Award-winning green-friendly LED lighting systems. Check them out at lightpanels.com. Hey Rick, welcome to the Digital Scene Show here at Blog Expo World 2009.
Thanks for having me.
You're with the National Guard.
I am.
And tell us what the National Guard is doing with social media.
National Guard is actively involved in the social media space. We are letting soldiers talk to their to their loved ones that are deployed, but we're also using it to bring family members together, family support groups. A lot of times in the National Guard, when a unit is deployed, family members are spread throughout a state. So, for example, we don't have the community of a base like an active Army unit or Air Force unit would have. Facebook, social media sites help these family members and loved ones of deployed soldiers stay connected and let people know what they're going through and how they're experiencing it.
So, are you guys using like Facebook, Twitter, and all those kinds of things?
We are using the four big platforms that we're using are Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Flickr.
Now that's interesting because this immediately brings up a question of security, right? National security.
Yep.
Do you guys censor? Do you guys monitor this? How does that work?
We don't censor, but we do monitor, and we try to educate. We trust these guys, our citizen soldiers and citizen airmen, with $1 million pieces of equipment. Right. If they can fly $1 million aircraft, certainly we can train them to not tell, what the next movement is going to be in a war zone. But more than...
And you know what, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that is such a great attitude because you think about corporate America,
right,
where people are managing millions of dollars, but they don't trust their employees to go on Facebook and talk about their company.
Right.
And here you guys are saying, they fly these expensive airplanes. We can get them to do the right thing on Facebook.
Right, and really they're our best spokespeople. They love what they're doing, especially in the National Guard. Guardsmen and women that serve their country both abroad and here at home can tell our story much better than we in the Public Affairs Office can. So, get them actively involved in these social media spaces. Let them tell the world what they're doing, because for the most part they're really happy and proud to be doing it. The other way that we're using social media that I wanted to touch on was here domestically. For example, North Dakota National Guard used Twitter very successfully during the floods this spring.
Right.
They were able to tweet out real-time, life-saving information to people in the community and to the media and let people know what the Guard was doing, why they were moving in such large quantities from one area to the other to help people understand, it's just a shift change, we don't expect any problems, or, we're doing this for a variety of reasons. And we see a lot of uses of it. Like, for example, if there's a hurricane that's coming up, or we'll be able to use these social media platforms to inform people in real time life-saving, critical information.
Well, Twitter has become really important, right? I mean, you saw in the Iran when they had the issues with the government, and the only way out was through Twitter, right? They were getting the information out through Twitter. Exactly.
We used Twitter just 2 days ago. The Colorado National Guard launched 2 search and rescue helicopters to look for the kid in the balloon. Yeah. We responded immediately. We had night vision capabilities, and immediately I was on Twitter letting people know that the Colorado Guard was actively involved in this search and rescue mission. We didn't know how it was going to turn out, but we knew that the National Guard was performing admirably, and we wanted to let people know that right away.
Right. Now, don't worry, I won't ask if it was a hoax or not. That's for a different video.
A different video, but what I do know is that the National Guard performed spectacularly that
right.
day.
Now, give a tip, if you will, final question, to corporate America or anybody in general, because if you think of more traditional, I don't want to say old style, but more traditional than the government, right? And you were able to convince the government to go in on social media, which has security concerns among many other things.
Right.
How did you convince, what tip do you recommend somebody in corporate America that's trying to get social media going in their company? What do they do? How do they get it through the people that don't get it yet?
Boy, I don't know. One of the things in the government, or in the military at least, we were able to do is this allows us to talk directly with the people that we want to talk to. It brings our people together. Sometimes we have such a problem fighting through the noise of trying to get on the media, trying to get CNN to cover our story, trying to get the local, news media to do it. This allows us to tell our story to the people that are interested in hearing what it is that we're doing and interact with us for the very first time. So often In the olden days,
the middle
yeah. Well, we cut out the middleman, and for the first time, we're allowing the public, we're allowing the people to talk back to us, and we're listening to what they're saying. So Facebook, for example, allows people to, you know, two-way conversations for the very first time.
It's all about a relationship, right?
And
that's new media.
It is. It's about building that community.
That's right. If people want to find out more about what you guys are doing, or just check out your site, where?
We have a website, www.ng.mil. NG is in National Guard.mil, and all of our social media links are right on the front page. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Flickr.
Rick, excellent to meet you. Thank you so much. You guys are doing an awesome job.
Thank you very much.